Hi everyone, how are you all doing? I know I haven't been updating our weekly astrology forecast up on my YouTube channel lately. I have been in Bali the past couple of weeks. I'm still in Bali. Today is my last day. I'm flying back to Hong Kong tomorrow. It's just been very nice. I went on a somatic breathwork training, which I truly enjoy. I loved the group, the teacher, everyone in that training. It was so beautiful, and I've just been enjoying the past week traveling around Bali, not using the phone a lot, so I'm just really spending a lot of time with myself, integrating what I've learned and how I want to incorporate them into my daily routine, so on and so forth. So I just haven't been really uploading anything, but I have so much to say about the astrology that has been unfolding and will be unfolding. But I do want to come up right now here in Bali. It's June 6th at night time, but this morning around noontime on June 6th, 6 it's also the number of Venus. Guess what? Today Venus enters Taurus. For later time zone in US, Canada, Europe, it might be June 5th night. So, but yeah, today on June 6th, Venus entered Taurus earlier during noontime already. So, and on a 6th day, which is actually, yes, the number that represents Venus. Number 6 also related to our heart chakra, also talks about balance and harmony, and having Venus entering into one of its home sign is a beautiful transit, and it's happening on a really nice day so I really love this transit for us because we have been experiencing some pretty gnarly transit aspect, and well, don't worry, we'll have plenty more to come. But like I said, astrology is not fear-mongering. Is to create awareness. It's the study of cycle and history. Is how we use the energy. So having that heads up, having that weather report will allow us to make use and work with the energy instead of against it or whatnot. So as of now, June 6th, Venus entered Taurus and will stay in Taurus until July the 4th. And during this month transit, having Venus in one of its home sign, Taurus, is beautiful. It talks about Taurus is an yin earth sign, so this is about really grounding ourselves and nourishing ourselves. Taurus talks about our sensual embodiment experience on the physical world. It talks about what we can see, touch, indulge, enjoy, feel, and really feel in our body. So during this Venus in Taurus transit, really truly sink into your body. How do you feel? What makes you feel safe and secure? Taurus talks about our money, talks about finance, and maybe for some of us this is the time to see how have you been spending this year so far, and how's your relationship with money, with everything you own in the physical world. Taurus talks about grounding our senses. It talks about how we are nourishing our body. How do we take care of ourselves, nourish ourselves? And also, of course, Venus talks about relationships. So how are you taking care of the relationships you have with, first and foremost importantly, the relationship you have with yourself and other people in your life, right? Are these relationships nourishing, reciprocating? Are they grounding, or are they creating a lot of fight and fear and fight? Right? Are they how do they make you feel, right? And it's time to also take stock of what don't, and see how you want to move through them. Is it time to part ways with things that do not nourish us, that give us back? How is your relationship with the Mother Earth? The floating green and blue dot that holding us, nourishing us, taking care of us. How are you taking care of her, right? So these are all the Venus in Taurus topics, and you can also use this transit to truly create relationship connection that truly nourish you and give back to you, and you as well, vice versa, right? How can we create a better relationship with the Mother Earth that is unconditionally giving and giving and giving? And to be honest, of course, I'm only speaking for myself, but many of us are just taking and taking. It's really time to sink in deeper and connect with the Mother Earth that is supporting us. How can we give back instead of just taking, right? Every breath we take, every step we take, every drip of water we're drinking, every piece of food we put in our body, they all come from Mother Earth. How can we create a more balanced and a harmonious relationship with this truly unconditional giving and loving Mother Earth that is holding us and that is screaming for help? Okay, can't go on a tangent here, but I do want to talk about this transit that is with us, and also something else that is happening this week. Okay, so on June 8 and 9, so we're talking about the weekend and early next Monday as well, because they're pretty close, they're kind of related, they go one after another, so I just want to talk about them. So first, we have Mercury and Jupiter conjuncting each other in the sign of Gemini. This is the last aspect that Jupiter in Gemini will make before Jupiter enter Cancer. So this is like a little, I don't know if I would say gift, but it can be for some of us, from Jupiter. Mercury conjunct Jupiter in Gemini can definitely be big news, big announcement, right? Maybe in your life or on a collective level, we might see special headline for sure. And with how everything around the world unfolding, yes, we will definitely see some big news. And it might be shocking. It might be related to tech. It might relate to the wars and genocide that is happening in the world, because we are talking about news. We are talking about justice, right? We're talking about Jupiter. Jupiter is about justice, what we believe in that is right, our belief system. So we are definitely going to see collective news this weekend that might really get amplified, right? Because Jupiter is that expanding energy as well. It might really pull our heartstring and make us question, what do we believe in? What is your value and belief system with all this new that we are learning more and more about, right? And after this conjunction between Mercury and Jupiter, Mercury will then enter the sign of Cancer. Mercury entered Cancers on June 9, 6:58 a.m. Hong Kong time, or June 8, 3:58 p.m. Pacific time. So just the time according to where you are in the world. Oh, Mercury. Mercury entering cardinal water sign. This is a world point. Zero degree of all cardinal signs are world points. So big feelings, big news, big moment, big everything, right? So June 9, June 8, definitely watch out for some major news. It might really pull our heartstring. It touches our emotions, amplify how we feel within us, right? Cancer is that sign that talks about our inner world, is ruled by moon, right? So it's changing a lot. During Mercury in Cancer, you might find yourself changing your mind a lot according to how you feel or what makes you feel safe and secure within yourself, right? Your emotions might dictate or make might be the main factor of you making certain decisions in life, and you might find yourself wanting to change from time to time. It's all normal because Mercury is in Cancer, ruled by Moon that changes sign every 2.5 days. So yeah, one day you feel like, yes, I want orange, and tomorrow you're like, I hate orange, right? So it can be something like that. Of course, you know, more than that, you might be choosing to go, yeah, I'm gonna move across the world, and then 2 days later, no, hell no, what was I thinking, right? So it can be something like that. So definitely be mindful with what you're thinking. The decision that you're making, make sure is, yes, of course, coming from your heart, but make sure you also think clearly before you make that decision. And Mercury will stay in Cancer until June 26, 27, depending where you are in the world. So less than a month, about 2-ish week or so. And during this time, you might also find yourself think, you know, Mercury talks about our thoughts, or conversation, having more conversation regarding to your home situation, home environment, or with your family, because Cancer talks about our home, our family, right, blood related, or home, family that you create yourself, right? And you might be thinking about renovating your home. You might be moving. Actually, I have a Cancer sun friend that is moving, and guess what? She just told me about the renovation in her new home is being delayed. She's feeling stressed and anyway, so yeah. So yeah, that might come up. And Cancer also sometimes can talk about our inner world, how you're feeling, you know, what's going through your mind. They might get amplified the next couple of weeks. Sometimes can talk about your home, your ancestry. So it might be a time to if you are doing some kind of ancestral healing, you're doing some relationship healing, maybe with your mom, because Cancer rules by moon can talk about mother. It can be doing some inner child work as well. It can be, you know, communicating with your mom, resolving that relationship with your mom, or so on and so forth. Anyway, so these are just all the possibility that might come up during Mercury in Cancer. And right after that day, one day after Mercury entered Cancer, Jupiter will also enter Cancer, meaning Mercury and Jupiter will continue to be very close for the next few days after Mercury and then Jupiter move into Cancer. I will do a separate video about Jupiter in Cancer. It's a 1-year transit, and of course I will do a energy breakdown, what to expect, what might come up, and of course an all sign reading, so you can know what this 1-year long transit mean for you according to your ascendant, aka your rising sign. So I will do that video soon, probably when I'm back in Hong Kong, so watch out for that video drop. And I know I still need to do that Saturn in Aries transit, but it's gonna be with us for the next 2-ish 3 years, so we can wait on that for a little bit. In the meanwhile, I am sending you all so much love. I hope you all are taking time to nourish yourself, nourish your body, and yeah, and if I can be in any way assisting you through what you're moving through, I offer all kinds of astrology consultation, tarot and akashic records reading, distant reiki energy healing, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.